The raid on Saint-Nazaire demonstrated the difficult nature of attacking directly occupied France with commando forces. What the British commandos on the historic raid did not benefit from was the presence of the French resistance. The question remains, what would happen if they did? Raid on Saint-Nazaire is an out-of-print solitaire game by Avalon Hill. It pits British commandos raiding the German-occupied port city of Saint-Nazaire in the early morning hours of March 28, 1942. What follows are optional rules that add the French resistance to the game. These rules were first published in the General, Volume 24, Issue Number 4. All the rules focused on the area known as the French Zone, as seen here on the map, bounded by areas 429, 439, 344, 309, 308, 408, and 418. During the commando movement phase, if a British unit is within the French zone, they may attempt to gain assistance by rolling a 1, 2, or 3 on a 6-sided die. If they fail, they may not try again until the next turn and will pay 1 movement point. If successful, then that unit will have all movement lines treated as a single movement line, requiring only 1 movement factor in traveling point to point within the French zone until the end of the turn. Any number of British units within the French zone may attempt to gain such assistance. After the raid was over, the Germans believed that some of the French citizens had participated in the raid. Add a single chit labeled French Partisans to the German counters of each alarm level starting at number 2 and up. If the French Partisans are drawn, put that counter aside until all German units are drawn. When you make the triad die roll for placing German counters, the first area in the French zone that is rolled will have the partisans placed in that area. If no area in the French zone is rolled, return the partisans to the cup. Roll 1 6-sided die and round fractions down to determine the strength of the partisans. They will have a minimum strength of 1 and always have a movement factor of 3. Partisans will always move toward the nearest German unit, but they will never enter the same area as a German unit. However, the German units can move into areas occupied by the partisans. When deciding between equidistant British and French partisan units, the Germans will always move towards and fire at the British units. When activated, the French partisans may be considered an additional British unit, although they can only harass German forces. This improves slightly the British chances of winning the game by providing a distraction to the Germans, which may allow the commandos to complete their task. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next Wednesday.